Hi everyone, it's Sloth, and today we are looking at the most broken deck currently in Alchemy. Like, seriously, guys, this deck is so freaking broken. You will see in the games, you just win without even realizing it. You just kill enemies by accident, nearly. Like, this deck is freaking monster, and that's not exaggeration. We went in Mythic 5-0, 100% win rate, and I actually also tried similar deck based on like the same cards on Historic, and I also wonder like the power level of this deck is ridiculous after the Alchemy cards, and you will see exactly which cards, and you probably know by now. This deck just nearly doesn't lose at all. And it's not a clickbait, it actually doesn't lose at all. So yeah, I'm actually baffled at how powerful this deck is. It's just freaking ridiculous. When you play, you feel it's wrong. It's just wrong on so many levels. And let's go into the deck list and you will see exactly what's going on there. Hi again, and this is the culprit. This is this freaking broken deck that we talked about. So, it might seem similar, right? We have Deadly Dispute, Eyetwitch, Shambling Ghast. What's new? And of course, Meathook Massacre, because it's everywhere. What's new? The Alchemy cards, which are, as usually, in levels of power that are pretty crazy. So, the biggest cards that we actually use here is Citystalker, that has been around for a while, and you probably met this card, how powerful it is. So not only it's a 3-3 with Death Touch, it means it always trades with something. Either a removal spell, or a creature, or whatever. But on top of this, it also discards the card, and it's also the greatest mana value. So it means that you hit the value card always from the hand. So that's pretty brutal, but it's not enough. We need more discard, right? So here comes the huge broken cards right now. Undercity Plunder, 2 mana, discard 1 card, and enemy can discard another card. If he doesn't, you get a free card from his deck. So basically, this is always 2 for 1. Whatever happens, it's 2 for 1. The only case when it's 1 for 1 is when enemy has 0 cards and you still trade it for something. So that's amazing, because that's the biggest downfall of like discard decks. When enemy has 0 cards and top decks, you don't get anything. And this card doesn't have this problem. It's only 2 mana, not even 2 black. So as long as you have this card or 2, you won't lose the value game overall. That's crazy. On top of this, we have Painful Bond, which is a pretty nice draw on top of Deadly Dispute. So we really have a lot of draw. And of course, we have 4 Invoke Despair, and this is the card that makes the deck, in my opinion. Like, that's your late game killing move overall. And the amount of cards and value that you get from this, you usually want to cast it, especially with the treasures, because we have so many ways to make a treasure. If you can actually do this on turn 4 compared to enemy 3-drop. This is freaking insane. So you started, you play the 4th land, and you have treasure from before. And enemy was able to just play a 3-drop. Like, you just kill it and start drawing cards and draw cards and draw cards, and usually you hit Invoke Despair out of the Invoke Despair. And this is where Meathook Massacre really comes into play, and Shambling Ghast. If enemy has any small creatures that could be sacrificed, you of course need to remove them with Meathook Massacre, or at the worst case with Shambling Ghast, at least to force exactly which creature will get sacrificed. Of course, you can also remove Planewalkers, enchantments. You need to think how you play this, but usually you just play it and it's enough to win. And man, we have 3 hives, so we have Field of Ruin that you don't really need to use because you win so quickly. And the biggest idea after the Despair, the Brushstroke, because you get the Blood Artist. And if you have like 2 Blood Artists and Meathook Massacre and some trash creatures on the board, you just freaking kill enemy. And with Invoke Despair, he's usually not at 20, he's more of like 10 or 12 life or something like this. And it's really easy to kill the enemy in this moment. So man, like, this deck when you see it, it doesn't seem so bad, but when it starts all the value chain, like getting 2 for 1 is so normal for this deck, and it's also extremely mana efficient. Like, you have so many 1-drops, so many 2-drops. You get a ramp from the Deadly Dispute, you get ramp from Ghast, you have a sweeper, you have card advantage, you can even Agadeem at the worst case to still get 2 for 1 or 3 for 1 from the land. Okay, 2 for 1, because we only have 1 and 4 drops. It's still good enough, believe me, and you will see. So yeah, this deck is actually super powerful and pretty broken. So let's go into the games and you will see exactly how it looks and why it feels so wrong. And if you like the control decks, subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything and you just get cool decks for free. Sounds fun. And thank you for watching. Everyone that is commenting and leaving nice or unnice comments, who actually I only had nice one, which is amazing. And I really appreciate all of them. Like, every single one of them makes me happy. So really thank you guys. Okay, and let's go into video, because before we get too sentimental, that deck list. Thank you and enjoy. Okay, so we have very good hand. We have the Shambling Ghast as the starter, and this is card advantage. So yeah, pretty happy about this. We also have play every turn until turn 3 with Agadeem's Awakening. So the only thing that we need to be careful of is value, because we don't have a lot right now. So let's attack. Of course we might have not attacked, because they have a lot of haste creatures, but then we just block it next turn. It should be okay. And I wanted to see priority. Okay, so 2 for 1, please. They should discard 2 cards, I think. Wow, we got a 4th land. Weird. And this is not great. And we don't have way to sack it. Oh man, that's not great. So, what are our options? We can Meathook Massacre, which seems like a decent idea. If not, then we need to Meathook whatever comes from the dragon, which seems like an awful idea. Like, now when I think about it, it just seems like a horrible idea. Like, man, this freaking card. The most scared dragon in the format. Not like Goldspan, it's this whelp. And on the bright side we get the Meathook Massacre going. We just need to go to Despair. When we can hit Despair, we should be fine. Wow, what is this? See, magic is easy. Oh, we can actually man, it feels wrong. It feels so wrong. And this deck overall feels so wrong and so good. So 3 mana, 3/3, intensity, whenever attacks deals to any target. Okay. It would be a shame if you didn't get to attack. Would be such a shame. I'm doing this because it plays nicely, but mostly we need more cards, we need more Despairs. And I'm not playing this land deliberately, because this shows enemy what exactly we got from the random card. See? Magic. Freaking easy. That's how you win the game. Like, I feel like a main villain in like a movie. Man, we nearly killed him. He's nearly dead already. If we play this and cast this or whatever, we just kill him. Man, this deck is freaking broken. Like, come on, this feels wrong. Like, at this point, maybe we just Meathook Massacre or whatever. Nah, we just do it again. What a freaking broken deck. Sure, Eyetwitch also. Like, I want to just say that we have 6 cards, we started, and the enemy is at 5 HP without us attacking him at all during this game. We attacked for 1 damage, that's it. I appreciate the dragon. You are my hero. Do we want to block? This doesn't get trample, which is pretty huge, and next turn we can get it with the vampire. So maybe. Like, we have a lot of HP. His cards don't matter because he will discard them all. Because that's how it works. This guy cannot block. And I want to kill him with Despair. Anyway. And I want to see his card. Nice, thank you. I can definitely use it. We can go for Shambling Ghast. No, this one is best. And I should definitely play the Hive, but you know, we are playing the broken deck, we don't really need to think about it too hard. We just go and win, right? That's how we play. And I guess that's it. We don't attack, because we can block, and it deals more damage. And we also use the blood. Siege Dragon. Okay, respect earned. When Siege Dragon enters the battlefield, destroy all walls your opponent control. Man, I love this guy already. Whenever attacks with defending control no walls, it deals 2 damage to each creature without flying. Okay, no haste. All I read, no haste. Oh no, our walls are broken. Do you want to attack? Do it. Can we kill the enemy with the Learn card? Oh man, so many triggers. Trigger, 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 trigger. Okay, so we could go for Mascot Exhibition. Not the worst. And we probably should go for the Fumes, right? Let's not beat this guy. To be honest, like, we can block damage really nicely. You know what? I'm going for this. Especially that if he kills it, I believe he's dead. Because we are playing the broken deck. Oh man, how freaking... This freaking deck. Oh, freak, man. So we just sacrifice a blood token and we win. Oh man, it's freaking ridiculous. We never attack the enemy. Like, what? Okay, if you want to be high mythic, just get this deck. I'm speechless. Like, just play through the Spurs and that's game. This deck simply doesn't have bad draws. Like, after playing like Historic Control, when you die moment you got the wrong cards or you get mana screwed, like, this deck simply doesn't do it ever. Like, you always have a 1-play, you always have a 2-play and 3-play, and like, then you have Invoke Despair and you win. Seems pretty good. Okay, we are against Anvil deck, so this will be actually a challenge. This might be hard. Because we cannot kill their enchantments or anvils. Meathook Massacre, the most important card for the matchup. They didn't get Blood Harvester. I will keep Plunder for later. Oh man, this will be hard. What exactly are we taking? Mascot Exhibition would be great, but it's so far away. That's a mistake. I'm so happy we are playing against bad opponents, so he just missed this card. Unless it is a 1-drop, he will miss this card for sure. So I think that's a very bad play. The whole point of this is to... Unless maybe he would miss a land drop. That would maybe explain it, I guess. Okay, we got the treasure guy. I guess we go for lands, because we need to be able to cast Despair. Okay, so what is the play? I usually like to leave the Plunder until the end step, until like later in the game, because they usually leave the cards that are the most important, and they base the whole strategy around them. So moment you just discard 2 or 3 cards, they get wrecked. And you also get the Conjuration most of the time. Okay, cool. What are we doing right now? Unfortunately, enemy will get those treasures. And I still think we have to allow it. The blood token will be good for the Deadly Dispute for the next turn. I think enemy started, and that's what hurts us. It's hard to keep up with the tempo that he got. So the idea is that we wait until transformation and then go for the first Meathook. Sorry. Okay, so that's the plan. Oh man, I hate you. They are playing the same deck as we, but they have additional broken cards. Like honestly, it depends on the draw for both of those decks. And starting is really helpful because you usually don't run out of value in those decks. We cannot kill it, so no point in blocking. Okay. And also, you never really want to sacrifice treasure to use the blood, because you can do it at any point. So, why do it now, right? Like, we could use the Despair, but I think it's not smart. It doesn't really feel smart. I think we do it like this. This feels way smarter. And we probably Deadly Dispute with Blood Token, so we get the death triggers after we Meathook. We could Undercity Plunge, I guess. No, it doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right. I want to kill the fake Kiki-Jiki. And for anyone that played Tooth and Nail deck, he knows the real Kiki-Jiki, the Sundering Titan one. Man, I remember this was actually my favorite deck back in the years when I played like on the tournaments with Paper Magic. The Tooth and Nail, and you started with Darksteel Colossus, and in the end you always took the Sundering Titan for the land destruction. Okay, so basically enemy is doing the same stuff as we are. This means we don't sacrifice Blood Artist because we don't want to get wrecked. I guess? I think so, at least. How much damage we prevent? 3. Like, you will get this treasure. Man, this treasure hurts like hell. Yeah, I think we allow it. We can prevent 3 damage, and when we sweep, it will be what? 4, 5. So it's better. This might be a turn for the enemy, because we really tanked on this one. And the only explanation why we tanked is that we counted blocking versus sweeping. So I think it could be known to enemy. You don't want to waste the treasures, definitely. Oh man, I actually can force the enemy to get to lose everything, but it doesn't seem to be the smartest play. So we do it for 3. And then we Undercity Plunder, I think, because we can Invoke Despair. Nice. I will nice myself. I feel like a champ by making this play. What are they counting? What can they do? Okay. Okay. Very smart. Very smart. That's good. It hurts them. However, I'm not extremely scared because we get so much life gain and enemy has no board. I'm scared if he does something more. But like the best he can do is Deadly Dispute, I guess. And he needs to sacrifice a treasure also. Like the life gain from... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Maybe I overdid it with Undercity Plunders. Maybe a bit. Maybe, just maybe. Nice. We still got a lot of triggers and we have another, but I'm pretty happy with this. I think we should be okay. You monster. Oh man, do we want to do it right now or just go full surprise mode? No, I think it's worth it, so he cannot play all of this. And given we have enough mana for Invoke Despair, we should be more or less fine, I hope. Like we have either like a vertical removal or like horizontal if he goes wide. So generally you are covered from every side. The only thing we need is more cards. Okay. Nice. Thank you for more cards. And more mana. Actually, we just need more mana. If we had 10 mana, we would win next turn. Because we could sweep, Invoke Despair, and keep drawing and so on. Brushstroke is unfortunate because it prevents one card. You freaking monster! I hate you. You are just the worst. But we still get Meathook Massacre. Meathook is so fun. Revenge. And he cannot really play anything. So I think he will give us 2 cards. Yep. And one of them was a swamp, which is amazing. I think we won't draw cards. We don't have anything to sacrifice. Okay. So, we are definitely winning the value game. And definitely losing the race. So we really need the next turn. Man, I wish he just sacrificed the last card. Or discarded, but obviously that's the worst play he could make. But we managed to get value from all of those. And here it is. Our Arch Nemesis. I like the fact that Wizards really rethought the Owen, what went wrong there. And the fact that you need to sacrifice on your turn, and also that you can do it once each turn, just gives me hope that they are going in some kind of good direction. This needs red mana. Not huge chance that we get there. Oh man, that's actually scary. So what do we do? Ouch. Man, we don't have a lot of HP. But we have the Meathook Massacre, so I really hope he will activate the den, and I hope to prevent it a bit. Oh man, that's so close, yeah. Do I go? Like, I will trade with this. And this will go to Meathook Massacre. He sacrifices one artifact. We are drained, so we get what? 5, 6 damage. That's quite a lot. So we might as well do it now. Yep, he's at 22. Do we have good creatures? We have a 2 and a 1 drop. We actually have good creatures and we'll have a 4 drop. That's pretty important. Yep, this goblin hurts. And if we block like this, we cannot dispute. I would love to make a new dispute, but we cannot. And we need to kill this land. On the good side, we get a life gain. So I really hope he does it. Because we get rid of one of the artifacts and we still get the same stuff. That was amazing draw. This is super important. So step 1. Get a new Meathook. Meathook. 3. Meathook acquired. Step 2. Get some stuff for free. Next turn it's Agadeem probably. Maybe we should do this. I forgot that we might have the treasure mana. So it means we can activate it. But hopefully it's good enough. If he attacks, he just deals 1 damage and we just trade. And we Agadeems at some point. And then the some point is probably next turn. Okay. But he gets only 1 token. And we got rid of the second land and he needed to tap out completely. So I still think it's fine. Like, it seems a bit desperate if I'm honest. And we still get 1 HP back. So all he accomplished is wasting his turn and making a 1/1 for the next turn, and that's pretty much it. So not the worst. Oh, that's pretty scary. Man, game is pretty close, but I think we have a very fair shot. And we make a new treasure, so no reason to not cast it right now. And we probably draw a land or something. What? Yeah, he should definitely like make a token. Or sacrifice. But he can actually do it at the end step, I guess. Okay. Okay, that is pretty huge. Okay, let's think, because I'm pretty sure we should win this game if we play right. So we go for 4. And then we get Blood Artist, Eyetwitch. Eyetwitch for life game. Seems pretty good. Oh man, I need to think. This is the game winning or losing turn. So we have what? 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 2 mana left after we play this. Or 3. I don't think he can kill us. Like, this is 2 damage, 3. Oh man, maybe we should leave something. We could also go for 2. And then we get small creatures. So it's 5 mana, then we have 3, 4 more. We can play this and this then. This, and this. Submit 3. I think we do it like this. Oh, and we also get a blood token, which will be handy. what is the idea behind this play? I really want to have instant in case he somehow finds the perfect lethal, which they really tend to do always. So I just want to make sure that we can sacrifice one creature to gain 1 life, or even 2, because Shambling Ghast kills something. Okay. Okay. I think we should allow those triggers, like we can answer to whatever he draws. So probably the second blood token, unless he finds something that kills us. Man, the tension, can you feel the tension? Because I do. Okay, so that was interesting. Okay, we are at nice HP right now. And with this card, actually, we might even not Deadly Dispute. Probably this is just better, and then we Deadly Dispute as an answer to the enemy. Okay, attackers. Nothing, huh? Okay. So we definitely start with this thing. We are only at 3 and we cannot remove the artifact, which sucks a bit. But the fact that we can start healing so much is quite huge. We play the land and we have 1 treasure to do it. We could Deadly Dispute main phase, and I actually think it's a good idea because we get more life. We just need to get out of the kill zone. With Invoke Despair we will have more value. Well, not perfectly, because we just draw 1 card. We might even go for like Exhibition. It's probably better, honestly. And the more he trades on the board, the better for us. We have Field of Ruin also, so if he draws... Wow, sure. But we have 2 blood tokens, so that's fine. And we can go for Despair right now. We can go for it, and maybe we should. I will go for it because that's another creature. So I think the more we sacrifice from the enemy side and the higher HP goes, like really it helps. Exactly, and the third Brushstroke will be like game-winning move. And we definitely want them to sacrifice creatures because we get more triggers from the Meathook as well. I think we are very close to attacking them, but not yet. Because the Blood Artist cannot really block. So we need to pass 1 damage through. This hurts. This does hurt. Oh man. This is quite brutal, but we have our own, so we need to really be careful about turns and how to order triggers. Because like his Anvil grinding machine doesn't end at all. Finally, no blood tokens, not anything. And I probably want to cast it first. Yeah, definitely. So we get the more value. We could start attacking, but it doesn't seem perfect idea. We could attack with the den. Yep. So we overdrained enemy, and even those blood tokens, it would be like 9 damage already, and he's at 5, so if we board sweep in any way or like attack him, he's pretty much dead. Man, that was freaking intense game. Man, this deck doesn't have bad draws at all. Like, This is crazy. On curve with card advantage for days, and even with untapped lands. This is just pure ownage. And what's best, after this dice we just get the... Oh no, we don't get the teachings because that's not the deck. Okay, so what are we playing? Some Golgari nonsense. They stand no chance. To be honest, we will see. Okay, so some sagas. So when it dies, return target saga or enchantment creature to its owner's hand or from graveyard. Okay. Okay, I actually never played against this deck so far, so we will see what exactly it does and how we fare against it. Okay, we have a good draw. So this puts a lore counter. So next turn what? A Ganja? I would guess a Ganja. So they get planes and some ramp maybe. A bit scary. But at the same time, I don't think he will attack. And if he does, that doesn't matter. So let's start doing the pet stuff. Because this gives us artifact to Deadly Dispute if we have to. It also starts the drain a bit. It will be hard. I'm not sure what they are going to do to us. Like binding. So what? They have binding, they have restoration. Things like this. I like the idea for the deck. Maybe we play it someday. Like, I don't exactly like those colors too much, but the deck seems like to have a lot of potential. Okay, so what is the idea? We probably Deadly Dispute. Like, we cannot kill it, unfortunately. I think we Deadly Dispute because I want to see what exactly we get. Especially with... Okay. Good. That's exactly what we needed. We could even cast that Meathook Massacre for 0. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea. This cannot attack. Like, we have the other one. It might be a mistake. This might be very valuable card for the matchup. But we have quite a lot of those, and with Invoke Despair, Meathook Massacre and 2 card draws, 3 card draws, I think we should be fine. And Invoke Despair hurts, because both of those creatures are good. He probably wants this gone. Oh, sacrifice a creature. You know what? I don't mind sacrificing a creature. The question is, don't you mind me sacrificing creatures? Because I'm pretty happy with it. We could get rid of the both, but right now I think it's more important to keep the land draws. And this kills enchantment. So, what are we doing now? That's a question. Like, this guy is important, I think. So, is it Painful Bond? So we kill this and one of the creatures. I think it will be Painful Bond. This ramps us a bit. Okay, good. Man, I think we should Deadly Despair, or Invoke Despair. If they sacrifice this, they don't get the other enchantment. But we missed the land drop, which is huge. Maybe we just wait and Meathook Massacre first. What is it? 0/4 gets plus X where creature cards in the graveyard. So 1. And it has menace, so it doesn't really do anything. I honestly think we need the card, like we need the land drops. Like, sure, we can cast Invoke Despair, but he will play a lot of stuff next turn, and we need to be ready. I don't really want to sacrifice a treasure, nor the artist. So I think we play like this to get the blood token. So this turn was like big investment overall. But he's at 15 already. Also, Invoke Despair would hit only this creature. And if we can make a Meathook Massacre big enough, it might actually just kill him. Straight on. He's already losing 10 HP. 10, 12 with the blood. So, that's a lot of potential. Man, I would love to block it with anything. Just to... Oh no, he makes the token! Great, 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 great. He's at 1. He is at 1 already. We need to think a way to... Oh, that's a very good draw. That's a very good draw. So, if we Meathook right now, we do it for 5. We kill everything. We can even do it for 4. Then he loses what? 7. Oh man, it's 7 times 2. And then we sacrifice a blood token. We actually won this game already. This freaking deck doesn't lose. Man, I'm so freaking excited for those kills. Like, look at this stuff. Oh right, we also get the Meathook Massacre triggers. Something I should probably know, but it doesn't matter when you play the broken deck. Can you imagine just killing enemies straight on after they have board presence for the full game? And you just kill them by the way. While cycling stuff. He doesn't even want to count those. Man, like I think we won like last 4 games in a row. Like this is freaking crazy. So, not a bad draw. We need more lands, but so far so good. I really like having Meathook Massacre. It makes me feel safe, you know? When I see this card, this hand picked on a hook, it feels like home, you know? And that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, we are doing this because I want Connoisseur. Man, I freaking cannot spell it right. The Citystalker. I want the Citystalker. I will Google the pronunciation so I can butcher it later. Okay, jokes aside, what are we actually doing? Honestly, I don't think we need Deadly Dispute. Brushstroke is actually good enough next turn. Like, we can do it main phase, in the worst case, and we just want to build the board. If he wants to kill something, it has to be Blood Artist, it means we can attack. So I guess it's a dragon deck? A million color? Okay. What are we against? A dinosaur, dragon, 5 color deck. Seems legit. So I expect this 5 mana dragon. And that's actually something that we need to really consider. We don't have a land, so we... Like, this ramps us. This might be important. Maybe we want the ramp. So we get what? 2... This treasure, so between 2 and 3 mana. If we draw a land, it's 4. Okay? I convinced myself. So next turn I expect this 5 color dragon, because that's like the best reason to play this in the deck. I hope I counted right. I would never miscount, right? I would never miss an opportunity to win. Not once in my whole life. Oh man, you really like me paying. Okay. I will pay what's needed. And this is better. I would really like Invoke Despair next turn, but I still think that's the correct play. Hopefully he has like one big payout dragon, or at least a lot of 4 mana dragons, and the only one will be the 5 mana one. Oh! So he wants to draw into second card that has highest value. And did he? Ooh, whoa! Whoa! Chill, boy! Okay. Okay. I don't know what I play against. I have no idea right now. And we whiffed. Okay, first things first. Let's attack. No priority, which is amazing. Every HP counts. Man, I really want the land. But let's check. We might hit the land out of enemy. Which would be good enough, most likely. Like, we have 2 black, we can play the Brushstroke or something. And this is definitely not what he wants to discard. Not the greatest card in the world. This will hurt. We can also go for the blood. I fear that we might die pretty quickly, but I will do it just to get the lands. Also, we can discard the cards that cost life if we really care about it. And the fact that we need to hit land drops every turn is huge. Honestly, enemy doesn't seem to be doing anything, but if he has like 5 color deck, like I think he lacks white, right? Not sure if like he can get white from this, and he definitely has white because he has this guy. Is it like Reanimator? I don't know, man. How do you reanimate? There's like, I think Golgari card that does it, but usually you do Invoke, and that's definitely not the deck to do it. Weird. But of course we don't lose. Okay, not perfect hand, but we should draw into good cards, and we have good start. Okay, that's actually good. So what are we playing? Mono black control with Blood in the Snow? That would seem like it. So what do we prefer? I think it's Ghast, because it ramps us. And also is good against the other thing. Eyetwitch is good. Everything is good for the value. You know what? I'm freaking doing it. Decline. This card really hurts. Attack. This 1 damage might be the game-winning play. Okay, it seems to be mono black so far. Are you going to exploit it? Please do. I will go with this one, because right now our cards don't get taxed. And I want to threaten Shambling Ghast blocking this. Because it can. I think this will be more important later, so we don't need to cast it right now. So, let's go Eyetwitch. And we don't attack. Enemy cannot attack us right now, and then we Deadly Dispute. Probably Eyetwitch. Next turn Rolf, which is scary. Maybe we should get the exile effect. It will come handy. This is an important choice. We don't have much value in the hand, and we might not draw into more. I think they should have like LOLF. So I prefer to be prepared already. And let's not play the land until we know what we are doing. I think ramp is important. So this might be good situation for the Plunder. And we might play Meathook Massacre just to be on the field. What is the other card? So far he didn't reveal. Oh, that was Field of Ruin. Good, 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 good. So he discarded 2 cards, right? He's only at 3. And we definitely want to deadly dispute this turn. I generally also want to keep the Ghast in case they play LOLF. I think they should have LOLF because they are snow deck. It means blood on the snow. It seems he wants to bait it because then we have no creature. Okay, you got this one, because I think he's doing it to make LOLF on the fields that we cannot kill. And I think it worked. I think he had it and he decided to not go with this line of play. And we will check if he had it. We played this guy. Definitely. Peekaboo! Show me what you got. So, Invoke Despair or LOLF? Okay, it seems he has the decision. So I think he has Despair. Okay. And an instant. What can be the instant? Deadly Dispute, I guess. And we are attacking because we have better board. We can trade 1-drop for his 3-drop, and we have 3/3 attacker and all of the hives, so that's actually important. And now we do block because we have a lot of stuff. I'm not sure if he realizes how poor of a trade it is. So blood on the snow, I guess. Like, sure. It still doesn't seem like a good trade for him, to be honest. If that was the full play, consider me not impressed. Consider me not impressed. And I think we can activate it and go for Meathook. Right? Right. Let's pay 0. Okay, it went very nicely. And let's go. Smirk. That's actually so much damage. So Tergrid, because it's a Snowlander. So let's get rid of the biggest Planewalker or creature that he can play. Also seems to be win condition. Yep, as expected. Enjoy your death triggers. And soon we will be able to activate both hives, which is freaking awesome. Oh man, this deck is just ugly. So ugly. How much mana do we have? Like, we can attack him. So we have 4, 5. Okay, so it's definitely Agadeem's thing. And we need untapped land, so we don't need to sacrifice the treasure, which enables us to play double hive in next turn. Probably, at some point. 4. Because it means we get additional card, and Eyetwitch is pretty good. This discards the last card that he hopes. Invoke Despair? Nice. Who could expect, right? And we knew it because there was hesitation on the Tergrid side. It means he had 2 cards with the same mana cost that he could choose from. Nice. This deck freaking never loses.